So let's see what else Rama's got to say. Bereft of the grace earned through the service of the holy ones, the impure mind stuff remains restless as the wind. It is dissatisfied with whatever it gets and grows more and more restless by the day. The sieve can never be filled with water, nor can the mind ever reach the state of fulfillment, however much of worldly objects one acquires. The mind flits in all directions all the time, but is unable to find happiness anywhere. So I think here it's quite clear what Rama means by mind is. He's talking about attention, the attention. Unmindful of the possibility of reaping great suffering in hell, the mind seeks pleasure here, but even that it does not get. Like the lion in a cage, the mind is ever restless, having lost its freedom, yet not happy with its present state. Alas, O Holy One, I am bound by the knots of craving to the net that has been spread by the mind. Even as the rushing waters of a river uproot the trees on its bank, the restless mind has uprooted my whole being. I am being wafted like a dry leaf in the wind by the mind. It does not let me rest anywhere. It is this mind alone which is the cause of all objects in the world. The three worlds exist because of the mind stuff. When the mind vanishes, the worlds vanish too. So that last couple of lines is quite significant. I was talking about attention, but here he's saying that this mind is the cause of all objects in the world. And he talks about the three worlds. The three worlds exist because of the mind stuff. Well, the three worlds can mean lots of things. It's easy just to think of it in terms of past, present or future, or heaven, hell and earth. He says when the mind vanishes, the worlds vanish too. This kind of way of putting things caused quite a lot of confusion in the 60s in the West when Indian teachings began to become popular. There seemed to be a belief at one time that if you meditated sufficiently, then the world would disappear and you'd float off into a cloud of bliss or something. When the mind vanishes, the worlds vanish too. I think it would be more accurate to say that notions of the world vanish. Notions of something out there and something in here. All that vanishes. Because we break the world into concepts, into ideas. We operate according to notions, according to ideas about the world. And once we've gone beyond these notions and ideas, then what we might call the conventional reality disappears. There's still a lot going on. There's still an awful lot going on, an amazing amount of things going on. But we stop conceptualizing it, categorizing it. We're just open to pure experiencing. So that's looking at the attention and at the mind at a slightly deeper level. It's what I generally call the cognitive process, the process by which we organize what we call sensory experience. So for example, there's a keening sound that I'm hearing right now. And then my mind, my cognitive process tells me that it's a seagull in the distance. But there's no seagull in the distance. It's only there to the extent that my mind tells me that's the case. All that I know for absolutely certain is what I described as a keening sound, a quiet keening sound. But there's a lot more to be said about that as we progress.